Good morning, Adam.
Good morning.
So this video is not going to be about motorcycles. When can we do an in-depth review about the KTM 690?
Dude, I'd love to do one. Probably not now because once again we're trying to work.
All right.
But,
I hear cattle in the background. Is today cow day? Obviously we have Ethan's truck and Mauricio's horse. We have Ethan and Mauricio have already rounded them up and sorted half of them down. Yes, today is cow day. We are pulling calves, sorting cows and calves off. They need my help. You guys wanted to see more cattle. I'm gonna bring it to you. It's always difficult to film this because it's usually all hands on deck focused, but we'll see what I can get filmed. What a beautiful horse. It's a good mama. Good looking cow. These calves are incredible. I think this is going to be our biggest, largest calf crop we've ever had before. Rains, plenty of grass. Man, they look really, really good. Yeah, I'll grab it. In the truck, I'll grab it. How many are we getting, Adam?
we're trying to get 20 right now.
And we have about 25 in here.
Yeah.
Here we go, boys. Nice and easy. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm trying to get a little bit more aggressive angle. He's trying to relive needles.
Okay, I'm going to run home and get the paperwork for the vets for all of the vaccinations these calves have received. If you get a chance, you can film that truck, Ethan, for me.
Oh,
Rick's truck.
Oh.
We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. Maybe we can. See, this is why I don't film during calving, so we can get a jailbreak.
Get distracted.
We'll be fine.
Your brakes are locked up.
Which one?
All of them. Also, this outside tire is a little bit
Low?
little low.
All right, well, yeah. Okay. Yep, we'll fill that one up. I'll back it up. The air brakes are still trying to release. Also, sometimes they get rusted into place. There we go. That one just released. So you can always get back here, Ethan, and bump it. That's the problem with using a truck or trailer once or twice a year, but we'll back it up and get it going. Hopefully it will break free. What can you hold the hammer, or you have the hammer? We should name that cat Thor. Or what was the name of Thor's hammer?
Mjolnir.
You're supposed to let the internet answer. You guys are too smart. Mule deer? All right,
We'll go with that. John Deere. How about that?
All right, now it's time for me to get my cattle pot hooked up to my Kenworth. It always helps to be prepared ahead of time, but didn't have time to do that, so we will do it now. Always prepare and get ready when you can, not when you have to. I could clean this cab out. And now we will make room with cattle pot and then check those tires. We should be able to get the rest of the cows home from the ranch in 2 loads is the goal. You put dip lock in? So essentially what you want to happen is you want your 5th wheel plate to slide in, lift the trailer up a bit, and hook onto the kingpin. Now, what are we hooking up to? Oh yeah, pot. Let's go over there. Will he be able to? I'm just gonna let him do everything. So what you will see is it should slide under, lift the trailer, and then it'll clip in that unhook that we unlocked.
All right, what are you doing this for, Dad?
Well, grease of the 5th wheel plate, you can see it got a little dry on the outside and it gets crunchy.
And you want to grease the semi-truck to the trailer so that when you're turning, it doesn't mess up the metal, or what's the...
Well, yeah, I mean, you can get to a point where it won't turn. It's pretty bad, so this will be good maintenance. Usually I put an entire tube on here, but since we're gonna hook today and unhook today, this will be good. And there's grease underneath the kingpin plate, so we'll just all share all sorts of grease. And you can see these ramps, so even if the trailer is lower than the truck, it hits there, lifts up, and then it'll lock in. You just want your mechanism, well, good grief, Kale, don't get grease on the handle. Just make sure this is unlocked, and then once you slam it in, it should be locked. If you are not quite square to the kingpin, it is a trough, so it will align it up. It looks like we are locked in. One thing I always do, once I'm locked in and I can hear it, I always pull forward a little bit just to get that tug. Now we will lift the feet and hook up the air. How did I do on backing up? How would you rate my backing up skill? Should I come back? I'm going to come back just 2 more inches.
Okay.
Just to bump it and kiss it without breaking it. Man, this is an old cattle pot, but I've still got it. Yeah,
It does its job.
I'll back up just a touch. Now we are going to load and haul home these mamas. Did you ride the bike back up here?
Of course.
What's your favorite part about a KTM 690?
The fact that I'm able to go off-road, but then hop on the highway and be perfectly fine. It's just so good.
Nice. All right, we'll do 15, split it, 15 and 15. 15 on top, 15 on the bottom. I'll reconfigure.
It's easy.
All right, as the boys argue if they should put snow tracks on my 700 four-wheeler, here's the inside of a cattle pot. I think this is a 1978 Barrett, which I don't believe they make anymore. But in this area, up in here, in this area alone, I can fit about 15 cattle comfortably. There's no need to put them up in the nose or reconfigure this widow maker, as they used to call them back in the day, because you would configure it to go down in the belly of the nose. And if a cow would step on it or jump on it, it would swing the... I don't know. I've never used it. We'll leave that alone. We just have a top and bottom in this cattle pot. They got a nice little ramp and a nice little alleyway to walk up into. Let's go check in on the boys and figure out what they decided.
We already have the...
What did we decide?
We're gonna put spikes. Ethan's trying to spend way too much money when we can
I'm trying to make contact.
Have you guys ever grown up with siblings or brothers and had to debate or argue. So let's just call it what it is, fighting. All right, 15 of you lovely ladies, please. A good way to check our tire pressure, Ethan, is load your truck. How does it look? I actually have
Don't look
oil.
I remember this is that tire that we changed a year or two ago with the new Milwaukee gun.
Oh, that's right. That one
really good
exploded.
video.
And remember, on the left side of this that's a good point. They're reverse thread.
This side is reverse thread, so that while they're turning, they're tight. Yeah,
Tight. There's some kind of engineering. They don't do it anymore, but this one, they have to righty, loosey, lefty, tighty, but only on the left side. The right side is, all right. Or somebody write that down. Point of reference, note. Look at all this mold, fungus. What is this growing on? Does algae grow on aluminum? Is this even aluminum or composite? Let us know in the comments. There you go, your new home for the next 6 months or so. What do you think? What do you think of all this action and commotion? I'm gonna film the horses. Would you like to be on camera more? Would my audience like to see more horse? More cattle, more livestock? We don't have very many livestock, but it keeps us busy year-round. Dad built this entire facility with his bare hands. Poured a lot of concrete, built a lot of buildings in Vietnam, came home and built all these buildings, poured all these concretes, built the fence, all of these gates. All these gates were welded in that shop by my father and my uncle, Uncle John. Started working for Dad. After Mom's dad died in 1940, he was like 42, died of cancer. Missionary doctor in Africa. Anyway, Uncle John was like 11 years old when he lost his father. Came to work for Dad, and he dug the footings for that shop in 1978, probably when I was born. Dug them all by hand, built that building. So really pretty neat, cool legacy out here. So I'm proud to carry it on for my father. And so is Mauricio. Mauricio is an excellent cow guy. He's been our hired man for, over 10 years now. I think Dad's favorite hired man, and that would be me included. Great hard worker, great true cowboy. So we got horses and cows. I don't show very much of it, but I'll probably maybe try to time to time. Okay, let's close that door. Oh yeah, that door broke, and so we fixed it. We just welded it straight so it'll slide up and down there to work better. Oh, speaking of livestock, well, look who shows up. Just right, always wanting attention, wanting to be on camera. Here we go. Loading went excellent. Why is it always the second backup that takes more time? How'd I do on that one? How would you rate me out of 10?
I mean, you took two spikes.
It was pretty good. Are we going to get this done before the rain comes in?
Yeah,
Where's Adam at?
Unfortunately not. Rain already started.
Adam, do you want to... Ooh, is that always open like that?
Yeah.
Do you want to get home before it rains, or are you worried about... Are you a true motorcycle enthusiast?
See, it's a good thing that my bike is meant to go off-road, get muddy and wet, because it'll be fine.
You don't even care? Do you ride in snow, rain, any kind of weather?
I'd ride
You're a true one. If you went up to Sturgis, would you ride or trailer?
I'd ride.
Well, you do a little bit of both. You ride a trike pulling a trailer full of bikes.
Atta
You're a
boy.
true biker.
A trike though, or could you pull it with a something? Does it have to be a trike?
The only problem is that like the transmission would probably blow up halfway there.
Oh my goodness. Just get one with a V8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
V8 swaps. Yeah.
Yeah, boss hog.
No
Or yeah,
problem.
then your transmission is cooked.
Well, then it's cooked anyway, not pulling the trailer.
Oh boy. Okay, mamas, last little few. Which ones wants to go first? We'll maybe split this in half. I don't think. How many do we have left? Well, all right, let me reconfigure. Come on. There you go. Nice and easy. Great job, Mama Cows. Good thing it's not your first time. You get pretty familiar at moving up and down, back and forth. All right, should we park this pot? Yes, I believe so. And mow these weeds, of course. Clean this up back. Kind of embarrassing pile back over here. But you never know when you're going to need this railroad tie for a fence post. We'll mow it.
Mom, happy birthday.
Opposite chef this evening was Brooklyn. She was our expo tonight. The expo is basically the last eyes on everything. They're ultimately responsible for what's going to actually get to the floor and responsible for all sort of communication between the kitchen and the front of house. But they're also basically the only person who gets to tell chef what to do. So if he forgets something, she's the one who's going to tell him to public.
What do they spray the place with?
So that is a solution.
So they did not do that, but yeah. So that's always a fun story. We have that. They also make these. I think this is very pretty, but I.
Can I please get a coffee?
I'll actually leave this here at the table.
Okay.
Here on this little plate. This is the fire extinguisher. Oh. So we'll just go over top and we'll go around. Feel free to sit around the campfire as long as you want.